there, this is Josh from Literary Gladiators, and today I'm here to talk about my fall TBR. I generally don't do TBR videos because I never feel that I'm able to follow through with them. But I'm pretty optimistic that this time around, if I have the right mindset and I'm in a good state of enthusiasm, I think I'll be able to get through this TBR and do so relatively quick. I mean, I want to take my time and enjoy the works, but I want to be able to devote more time to reading throughout the fall. And so I'm going to talk about what exactly is on my TBR. The major theme is going to be potential Newbery Medal nominees, which this means they're chapter books for children, but I want to get a greater feel for children's literature, and the Newbery Medal is something that has caught my attention as of late. But first, I'm looking to finish Linden Falls by Joshua Hershey. This was sent to me as a review copy. I'm also going to be reading the books for the third Roundtable Read. We're going to be doing one play and one graphic text. So the play that we're going to be going over is Hamlet, Prince of Denmark by William Shakespeare. And the graphic text that we're going to be going over is 1984, the graphic novel, adapted and illustrated by Fido Nesti. Both of them were first in the rankings, and they just so happened to win in the polls as well. And my copy of 1984, the graphic novel, is going to be coming in the mail shortly. On to the potential Newbery nominees. The first one that I'm going to be reading is What Happened to Rachel Riley by Claire Swinarski. And the blurb says, Anna Hunt may be new to East Middle School, but she can already tell there's something weird going on in her 8th grade class. Rachel Riley, who just last year was one of the most popular girls in school, has become a social para. No one will talk to her, no one will talk about her, and no one will tell Anna how it all started, including Rachel herself. As a die-hard podcast enthusiast, Anna knows there's always more to a story than meets the eye. People lie, stories change, and the journey to the truth is never a straight line. So when Anna's social issues class is assigned a project on a topic of their choosing, Anna decides to put her truth-seeking skills to the test and center her project around the question that won't stop running through her head. What happened to Rachel Riley? With what feels like an entire middle school working against her, Anna dives headfirst into the evidence. Anonymous notes, a barn fire, a set of keys, a hall pass. With each clue, the mystery widens, painting an even bigger picture of what everyone seems to know and won't talk about. But there's one thing that Anna has learned the truth about. If you're going to ask a complicated question, you'd better be prepared for the fallout that may come with the answer. And Swinarski herself is a journalist, so it's very fitting to be able to approach something of this nature and target it toward younger readers, because this really introduces them to the honesty about the world around them, and it seems like there is implications of journalism and a thriller, and I'm pretty inclined to read this. It'll be interesting to see what approach Swinarski takes on this. And I'm hoping to be thrilled like the adult reader that I am. Next is Artemis, Sparke, and the Soundseekers Brigade by Kimberly, Behre, Kenna. And the back of the book says, when Artemis Sparke has had it with humans, she heads to the nearby salt marsh to hang out with the birds, plants, and mollusks who don't make a big deal of her stutter. The shoreline sanctuary is predictable, unlike her family and friends, and the data in her science journal proves it. But one day that data goes haywire, and her bird friend RT confirms it. The salt marsh is dying. Artemis discovers that the historic hotel where she lives with her mom may be part of the problem, but speaking up would mean confronting the cranky hotel owner who happens to be her mom's boyfriend and boss. Artemis conjures up help from deceased ecologists, and as she works to untangle their clues, she finds family secrets that can be the key to saving the salt marsh, but also may destroy her life as she knows it. Out of the four, this one, as far as the plot is concerned, intrigues me the most. Because this seems like somebody who I can easily garner empathy toward. And she has a disability which also provides me, the reader, a greater grasp as far as being able to garner a sense of empathy. And it seems like she's very introverted, she's very engaged with her subject matter, and cares about the world around her, but the world of humanity should be doing her much better. But I'm very inclined to see what I think about that book. Another environmental piece is When Sea Becomes Sky by Gillian McDunn. And the flap says, an unforgettable summer of secrets, statues, and unconditional love. Every summer, Bex and Davy spend their days exploring their beloved salt marsh. But this year, a record-breaking drought leads to a surprising discovery in their favorite corner of the marsh, a mysterious underwater statue. Where did it come from? Who could have put it there? Could this be the summer adventure they've been waiting for? But the answers don't come easy, and when Bex and Davy learn of a development plan that will destroy their special spot, they'll need to act quickly. Unfortunately, sometimes progress happens whether you're ready or not. What will it mean if they can no longer spend their summers where otters frolic and dragonflies buzz in their place to be siblings together? As Bex and Davy attempt to save the statue and their beloved marsh, they come to see that the truth is not as simple as it seems, ultimately discovering so much more about life, permanence, love, and loss than they ever expected. This really seems to not just touch upon environmentalism, it also touches upon a bond between siblings. I'm really eager to see if this is atmospheric, and I'm looking forward to reading this as well. I'm looking forward to reading them all, and I'm glad that I acquired them. The last one is a memoir, and that is A First Time for Everything, written and illustrated by Dan Santat. And the blurb says, Dan is used to feeling invisible. After being bullied in middle school, Dan has low expectations about everything, including the class trip to Europe with the same girls who love to make fun of him. But during his travels, a series of firsts begin to change him. First Fanta, first fondue, and maybe even first girlfriend? Funny, heartfelt, and embarrassingly true, this graphic novel memoir is based on Caldecott Medal winner Dan Santat's most awkward middle school memories. The last time I read a piece from a Caldecott winner was Chris Roshka with Arlene Sardine. And we all know that I despise Arlene Sardine. I'm a bit more optimistic about this one because it seems to take on the tone of The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian, Persepolis. I'm looking to read New Kid at some point. I would even say They Call This Enemy seems to have seems to be within this category of a graphic memoir. And March Book 1. So I'm really inclined to pick this one up. So this is my fall TBR, and hopefully I add more to this. This does not include 1984, the graphic novel, because I do not own it yet, but I plan to acquire it soon. Thank you for tuning into this TBR video. I hope you check out some more videos from our channel, and I will definitely review each of the works as I finish them. And Hamlet and 1984, the graphic novel, will be reviewed as part of the Roundtable Read, and that will be coming out in early November. Thank you, and for now, keep reading.